Welcome to the demo video of my favorites feature in Timesheet. In this video, we will see how we can add time cards from our timesheet to the my favorite list, and from my favorite list how we can add them to a new timesheet. So let's log in with an employee and navigate to the timesheet. So this is the current week timesheet. I'll be opening the previous week timesheet. And before adding any task to the timesheet, let's see what all is there in my favorites from before. So there are two tasks already added to the my favorite list, but they are disabled. So let's see the feature. So here this employee is allocated to two projects. So let me start adding the tasks. I will provide the hours. So I will add multiple tasks to show you how we can add multiple tasks at one shot. So total four tasks I'm added to the timesheet. So four time cards are available, and we can add them to the favorite list by using this individual star icon for each of the field if we want to, selectively add the time cards to the favorites list. And if we want to add all of these to the favorites list, then we can use this button add all to favorites. So first I will show you the individual entry. I'm adding this first task, testing conduct regression. It is added successfully. So here it got added. So let me unfavorite it. It got removed from the my favorites list. So now if I have to add all the four time cards to my favorite lists, so I will click on add all to favorites. So it will give me a confirmation. It will ask for a confirmation if I want to continue adding all time cards, and I will click on yes to proceed. So all time cards will be added to my favorites list. So if you see, I have added four time cards. Okay, so now this was the process of adding the time cards to my favorites list. So I will navigate to another timesheet, and this is a blank timesheet, and I will add the time cards from my favorite list to this particular timesheet. So I will navigate to my favorites list, and here if I see few tasks are disabled, and by hovering over this eye icon we can see the reason for the disabling of these tasks. So for example, this one, your allocation for this project is not valid for the selected timesheet period. So that is why this task is disabled, because the employee allocation for this project has ended. So task for this project, they are no longer available for filling the timesheet. Now this task is also disabled. Let's see the reason for this. So this task is closed and no longer available for time entry. So if the task is closed, then also it will not be enabled for the user to add them to the timesheet, and if the allocation is ended. So we have seen these two scenarios. So let me add here. So here also we have the option to select all the time cards, the enabled ones, to add them to the timesheet, or we can do the selective addition by using these checkboxes. So I'm adding all the three enabled time cards to the timesheet, and they got added successfully. So now if you notice, for second time card development, the hours had been added only till Wednesday, because for after Wednesday the allocation for this is ending, and for Wednesday only the allocation is available. So even if I try to add the hours, the system will not allow me, and it will throw an error message. So I'm trying to add, it is throwing an error message. So the system will restrict the employee for incorrect entries. And if I navigate to the next timesheet, here more tasks have been disabled, like this task is not assigned to you. So these are few of the reasons why the task is not available to be added to the timesheet, like task is not assigned to you for that duration, or the task is closed, or the allocation has ended. So this is the feature of my favorites in timesheet, and the disabled tasks can be deleted individually to clear up the my favorite list, or the user can keep them back because once they are available, if the allocation extends or the task is reassigned to the employee, then it will get enabled again. So it's up to the employee whether they want to keep it in their my favorite list or they want to clear it. So one more feature we have uh, implemented here is adding unassigned tasks to the time my favorites list. So if I go to any unassigned task, I have added it to my timesheet. Okay, I cannot submit it for future date, so I'll submit it for a current week. I'm adding few hours here. Okay, future date I cannot add. So I will mark it as favorites. It will be added to my favorites. So this pre-sales task is also got added. So earlier unassigned tasks were not allowed to be added to the my favorite list, but now they will be allowed. So this was the functionality of my favorites in timesheet. Thank you.